one, she like cut several pieces of my bundles. Like she was just chopping up my bundles. Like, how am I supposed to reuse this if you keep chopping them up? What's up? My name is Yanni. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. I love all of you guys. So, as you all can see by the title, this is my story time of my hairstylist horror story, hair salon horror story, whatever you want to call it. But let me tell you, this was my first and maybe this was my first and last time ever going to this girl, because the way I left her chair was a hot mess. But let me get into that story time. So this story happened like last year. It was during my prom season. Mind you, this is my hair for prom, right? So, you know, I wanted to be, you know, popping, like everything together, you know, hair slayed, makeup slayed, all of that. Actually, my whole getting ready for prom thing, that is something else, but that's a whole other story time. So yeah, I wanted my hair to be slayed, you know, looking great or whatever. So me and my mom were at church one day, and she saw this lady had her install in, and she was like, oh, your hair looks really good. And it really did look good. Like, her hair looked pretty good, you know, slayed or whatever. So my mom asked her, who did your hair? And she was like, oh, I did it, you know, I also do other people. And my mom's like, okay, let me get your information. You know, I want you to do my daughter's hair for prom.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
Mind you, so my mom was a licensed hairstylist. So she already kind of knew how to do hair, or she knew how to do hair, but she didn't know how to do like a frontal install, because back when she got her license, that wasn't really popular or anything. So that's why I wanted someone else to do it. Wrong mistake. But anyway, so my mom got her information, and you know, we made our appointment or whatever for like the day before prom, or like 2 days before prom. And, you know, everything was set. I was like, okay, I'm about to get my hair slayed. It's gonna look good. I'm gonna look good on prom day. Like, you know, it's gonna be great. So I got my hair from some place. I forget where I got it from, honestly. But that hair, it turned out to be like, okay, it wasn't even the best, but whatever. So the day before my appointment comes, she comes to my house because I don't know, that's what we arranged. So she was gonna be doing my hair at my house. So she comes, and you know, my mom had already braided down, like did the little foundation braids, whatever, you know, just to save her time. Plus she could make sure they were all flat and neat and stuff, you know. Oh, now this should have been a red flag, but you know, I was trying to be cheap, whatever, or like get a good deal. So the whole price for the frontal install was $90.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Now, you know, any like really good like frontal install is like $150 or something, or like plus and stuff like that. No, not no $90, right? Should have been my first red flag. But you know, I thought it looked good. Like, I thought her work looked good, so I was like, let me do this, you know. I'm gonna get a good install and save some coins, you feel me? So she started doing my hair, and so I had like I had like 3 to 4 bundles, right? And so she was doing it, you know. My mom was also there. She was kind of looking, and like, she's a hairstylist too, so she could see like and tell when you're like, she was doing something that she probably shouldn't have. And so we get halfway through, right? And my mom has to leave. So I guess like once my mom left, she really started doing whatever, because, you know, I couldn't see what she was doing back there. But first of all, she was supposed to have, I had dropped my hair off to her like a few days prior so she could pluck the frontal and like pluck the hairline or whatever. Mind you, this was not done when she got to my house. Like, I don't know what the purpose of her was bringing it or taking it days earlier if it wasn't going to be done. Like, literally nothing was plucked. So she was literally like doing that before we started. I was like, okay, you should have did this beforehand. Like okay, like, what are you doing? So yeah, so after my mom left, then I guess she started doing whatever. And like, you know how when you're sewing in hair, it was a frontal sewing, so she was sewing in my hair, and you're supposed to like fold it over or something. I'm not really sure, but she had all these tiny pieces of weave. Like, if it didn't reach all the way to my other side of my head, she would cut another piece and then like fill that piece in. But like, you can't save your hair if you do that, because you're just gonna have a short little piece. Like, I had so many tiny little pieces of hair left, like once I took it out and stuff. Like, I was just like, why did you do that? Why didn't you just fold it over or something, or like whatever you're supposed to do? But my mom saw that when she helped me take out my hair, and she was like, yeah, she cut up all your pieces, your bundle pieces, so now it's gonna be hard to reuse them, blah, 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 stuff like that. So I was like, okay. And so the whole process took like over 6 hours, and I don't know how long a frontal sewing is supposed to take, but I was in that chair when the sun was out, and I didn't leave until, or she didn't leave until like the sun was gone and it was nighttime. Like, it took her like 7+ hours or something, like. But yeah, oh my gosh. And then the frontal part. So I apologize if the story is all over the place. I'm trying to remember everything. But yeah, the frontal part. So, you know, normally when you do a frontal, one is supposed to be plucked properly. It was not plucked properly. Like, you couldn't even tell that the hairline was plucked. Like, it looked the same. Like, didn't even look natural. Yeah, you're supposed to have like only a little bit of lace shown, like just until where the hair starts, right? Like, first, okay, how she glued it. So she would put the glue down right on one part and then leave for like 10 minutes and then stick it on there.
I don't understand. I don't know how y'all do shit where you from, but let me tell you something. Where I'm from, we don't do shit like that.
Like, I know glue does not take that long to dry, especially if you're using like Ghost Bond or whatever she used. Like, it does not take that long. So by the time she stuck it on there, it was almost dry. Like, she like will put the glue on, then do a whole nother section of my hair, then try to stick it. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, she would glue my frontal down in sections. But on top of that, she left like, I kid you, like this much lace showing. Like, I'll show you pictures, but
no, 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 no.
By the time I saw that in the mirror and I saw what she had done, like, I was, anyway, let me get there. So, like I said, she glued my frontal down, right? And it was like this much left. And this was the lace. The hairline didn't start till like right here. Why was that much lace left? I have no idea. Why she thought that looked cute, I have no idea. But so we finally finished, you know, and by this point I was just over the whole process, because like I think she kept hitting me, poking me with the needle on my scalp. Like, I was just like, by the whole time I was just over it. Not to mention, I think she was irritating me too, just because, like, I don't know, she kept talking about how, oh yeah, I got another appointment, or a lash appointment to do after this too, because she did lashes. Mind you, it was like 11 o'clock or like 12 o'clock. So she was already rushing through the whole thing, because she had booked several appointments knowing like you need time to do each of these styles and stuff and appointments. But she had already booked one, so she was already rushing the process. So by the whole time we got done, it was like 12 o'clock at night. And by that time I was just over it. Like, I just wanted her to be gone, like to leave. So I looked in the mirror, and you know, I was like, oh, thank you, looks good. You know, I was trying to like give her the benefit of the doubt, like, okay, you know, I like this, you know. I was tricking myself, thinking that like, yeah, you really like this, like this looks good. Mind you, whole time I was like, no, like this is not it. Because one, her baby hairs, she didn't really do baby hairs. Like, I don't even know what she did, honestly. I have videos I'm gonna insert and show y'all, but I don't know how she let me like leave the chair like that. Like, mind you, this install that I saw on her, like, it actually looked good. So I'm like, how? Like, where was the disconnect? I don't understand. Yeah, mind you, oh my gosh, here's another thing. So my mom had looked, because she was looking at my hair and wondering why it looked so thin. She didn't even use all of the bundles that I brought. Like, she left like this big of a gap in between one section of weave hair and then the next section. Like, you're not supposed to leave that big of a gap. Like, that's why my hair looked so thin before my mom had to go back and add some more hair, because she left that big of a gap. Like, that's what I'm saying when she was just rushing and trying to get me through. Mind you, it took her like 6-7 hours. Like, I just don't understand. I'm gonna just have to show y'all pictures so y'all can understand what I'm saying, because like, it was just so many things that was wrong with that. Like, one, she like cut several pieces of my bundles. Like, she was just chopping up my bundles. Like, how am I supposed to reuse this if you keep chopping them up? Two, she left like an inch of lace left. Like, everyone can see that. Like, that does not look natural. You can see that in pictures. Like, and my prom was 2 days away. My prom was 2 days away. Like, what was the third thing? She left like this much space left in my head. Like, sis, my hair looked thin. Why did you do that? What else? Baby hairs, barely done. Oh, she didn't pluck my hairline or the little part, whatever. Like, didn't do that beforehand. It was just so many things that just went wrong. And my prom was 2 days away. Like, so literally my mother had to try to fix it. She had to try to fix it like 2 days before my prom. And by that time I already have like a makeup appointment, you know, just getting everything ready that you're supposed to do for prom. Like, it was just way too much. Like prom itself was fun, but the whole preparation leading up to it was just stressful. Like, so stressful. But so yeah, that was my hairstylist horror story, you know, hair salon horror story, whatever you want to call it. But that was actually the first time I had let somebody like do a install on me, and like, that was the worst experience. Like, I should have just like let my mom do it, or pay the good money to get a nice install done, especially for prom. But, you know, I guess it was my own fault because I was trying to save coins or whatever. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Please let me know in the comments if you did, and give this video a like, you guys. Also, please subscribe if you want to see more of my face, okay? And please follow my socials. They're in the description box. Deani J on Instagram, and my business Instagram, YJ Essentials. YJ Essentials. I do sell lashes, y'all, so please check out that page. And I will be selling other beauty accessories as well. And I will be launching my lash business soon, so please go ahead and check that out. The Instagram will be in the description box. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this story time. I'll see you on my next video. Bye, guys.